Hi. One of the biggest sectors of the real estate economy is the hospitality sector, or you can just call it hotels and Airbnb. And yesterday and the day before, my Facebook feed, I had multiple people reach out to me and talk about that particular sector. How would the coronavirus pandemic affect the hospitality sector? Well, I started reading up about it, and here's what I found so far. The impact on airlines is devastating. They're already losing $30 billion a month, and that number is likely to accelerate as their infection rate rises. Hotels are also seeing problems. We expect that their Q1 earnings, their Q2 earnings, and possibly their Q3 earnings will be impacted as there's a very high rate of cancellation. Conferences as large as 160,000 people have been already canceled, and many more are on the verge of canceling. It's even possible that the Japan Olympics will be canceled and moved to the next year. So we expect there to be a very significant impact to the hotel and Airbnb sector, but we expect the impact to be short term. One of the problems is that because of the coronavirus, people don't use any less shampoo or soap or toilet paper. So if they're buying less of those things now, they'll buy more. If they're buying more of those things now, they'll buy less. And so that evens out. That is not the case with the travel sector. If seats are not used on airplanes, well, you can't get them back. If rooms are not filled, well, you can't get those back in the future as well. So we expect there to be a very significant impact on the hotel industry, which could lead to a short term, and when I say short term, a 1-year impact on their cap rate. So you could see a cap rate increase in the hotel industry at the exact wrong time, because with interest rates going down, now's a good time to be buying assets. Well, you can't say that for the hotel industry, because their prices might actually go down because of their occupancy. So I see this as an opportunity for people that are looking to buy hotels to buy a dip. Right? So this dip is short term. We saw after the SARS, a phenomenon. We saw that occupancy for hotels came back up very quickly. We saw that travel came back up very quickly. It wasn't a long-term depression. It was just a short-term thing when people were afraid and there was panic in the marketplace. So we don't think that the earnings stay down for long. It may just be Q1 and Q2, possibly into Q3, which means that you've got hotels whose net operating income has dropped temporarily. So if you're in the market for a hotel, you have two benefits. You've got very low interest rates. These are the lowest that you've seen in 150 years, and artificially and temporarily low net operating income, which is driving down the prices of hotels. So we think that there's going to be a dip and a buying opportunity. Now, the only caveat to this is that if the coronavirus develops into a worldwide recession, and that recession is very painful and long, it could hit travel for a longer time frame. So it really comes down to what you believe. I believe that the coronavirus is a flu, right? And as a flu, countries will take the necessary steps to prevent millions from being infected. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. It's not going to have a massive economic impact, but tens of millions of people, it can have a worldwide impact. So I believe that either the world will slip into a shallow recession, or we might just go into a 2020, it's just a wash, there's no growth there. But in those scenarios, it makes sense for those of you that are looking to buy hotels to buy over the next 3 or 4 months when there's panic in the market and there's blood in the water. If you believe, though, that the virus will actually take the world into a long-term recession, then of course that buying opportunity doesn't exist. My uninformed opinion, I think that there's an opportunity to buy hotels at lower prices at the end of Q2 2020. So let me know what you think. We'll be publishing more videos about the opportunities that the virus creates in other sectors in real estate. Thank you.